Hello YouTube fans, it's Jimmy Bamboo, not to be confused, Tommy Bahama. Jimmy Bamboo, not Tommy Bahama. In my previous YouTube video, you'll recall that I have an Echo 225. It's a PASS, which means that there are some other implements that can be used with this. It's the weed eater that I primarily am concerned with. So as you'll recall, you'll notice here the exhaust was completely gummed up. The muffler has been cleaned up, as you saw in our first video. This was just black with carbon and oil and scum and all kinds of stuff. This is the heat shield, cleaned it. I call this a diverter or a baffle. This is attached to the muffler to help direct the exhaust and the gasket. And this was the real culprit. Notice what you can see in this now. This is the screen, and can you see? You can actually see through it. Before, it was baked on. You could not get any air through it. This is a two-cycle engine, and so when the piston goes up, it forces the exhaust through this port and through this muffler. All that being gummed up, that's the reason, if you'll recall, the whole reason I got on YouTube, and I could not find anything else but fuel, gas lines, filters, and carburetor problems. So I fixed all of that. I rebuilt the carburetor, and it still would not run very long, and it would not accelerate. It bogged down. So if you're having those issues, this is one of the things you'll check. Frankly, I think it should be the first thing, especially when you can look at it and see how gummed up it was, and how this is a used one. I bought it at Home Depot for half price. I saw the value. It's a very commercial style weed eater, and that's what I wanted. But 50% off of something that doesn't work is not a good deal. But as you'll recall, I bought a $15 carburetor, and it came with some additional, what do you call them, plunger, choke? No, this thing, what's that called? Primer bulb. It came with 3 extra, a new spark plug. The gas tank has a grommet with the 3 lines that go in it, all for $15. So I purchased that, and it still did the same thing. So I thought, well, what else could it be? It's got to be something obvious, and it was. It was a clogged exhaust port. So now I'm going to reassemble. As you'll recall, I used Chem Dip. There's a little basket. You lower it in, leave it overnight, and then gum out choke and carburetor cleaner for cleaning this and the parts. It's all, as you can tell. Oh, and stay hydrated. All right, here's the muffler. What's the first thing? There's an indentation. Can you see that? See that indentation? That's where your screen goes. Okay, you see that? Fits right in there, really neat. And next is this gasket. You see that? So pretty easy, can only go one way. Now the gasket also has a bit of an indentation. So I'm going to put that on. Then the diverter or baffle, call it what you like. Call it what I like. And now the 3 screws started. All right. I learned. It's got a lot of torque. Try not to jerk it out of your hand like that. All right, snug them. Who'd have thought it'd be that easy? Heat shield. See where that goes? Pretty obvious. Shields. Now how would this go on? This way or this way? It has to be this way. Let's see if we're right. We're right. What about this one? Same deal. Alright, got them started. Hey, good torque. I'll have to have a thumb replaced. Alright. Before I put this back on, I'm going to crank it to see if it works. So this replace the spark plug wire. Push the, can you see that? Right here. That is the primer bulb. This little lever here is for cold starting, up or down. Let's see what it does. Oh, and this button here, can you see this button? On, off, on. Picture, right? It's running like a new one, which you would expect, and before it wouldn't even run, and it wouldn't accelerate, it'd bog down. Yours might be bogging down and you think, what could it be? I've cleaned the fuel lines, I got a new fuel filter, got fresh gas. That's always an issue with ethanol, you know, in your gas. 10% ethanol makes them gum up. So it's typically a carburetor issue. But when you've tried everything and nothing else works, this occurred to me, and I was so thankful that we found the screen, which was the real issue. So thank you for viewing. This is Jimmy Bamboo, and look forward to my next video. And please like us. Look down there, there's a thing, like us, so that to make all this fun and not just educational. Thank you for tuning in. Jimmy Bamboo, signing off.